We grain farm, so the kids are very active with helping farm. Aeriel, pretty much anything that she could do, she would do it. She was very active. She never likes to sit around and do nothing.
I bought my very own first horse in 2015, and I just started horses ever since then. They're very therapeutic, and no matter what, they will always be your friend. I sustained my TBI from a one-vehicle rollover.
Once we got to the hospital in Bismarck, Dr. Shimshak had already viewed Aeriel scans at home and told us that he was going to remove what they call a bone flap. And that was to give Aeriel a chance at surviving.
How you doing?
Good. I don't remember everything, but I remember bits and pieces. I remember everything after I showed up at Craig.
At Craig, we're in the inpatient setting, so we're seeing patients every day, and we get to help them with things like learning to walk again, learning to sit again, kind of how to work with their impairments and optimize the way that they're moving. Nice! I read Aeriel's liaison report when she came here, and it said 4.0 student, multiple sport athlete. And I was like, this is my kind of girl. So immediately we tried to use competition to our advantage, especially when we had those days where it was more difficult to get out of bed, more difficult for participation, all of those things.
We went and played a game of horse outside in basketball. We just kept playing and playing and playing. No matter who won, we just kept playing, and we just made it a competition. I truly thought I would have never been able to get back on a horse. From seeing where I was in the beginning.
When you leave Craig, there's still so much of the recovery journey after that. I knew she was gonna be okay leaving Craig, but I just didn't know what her future looked like as far as things she loves.
When we got back to North Dakota, Aeriel was seeing her neurosurgeon, and she kept asking him if she can ride horse, and he's like, someday you will, someday you will. And he finally gave her the go-ahead. I think it was in November. So she went all through the winter, she went to the therapies. And then the spring, she came back for her first rodeo, and we allowed her to do barrel racing.
Aeriel shot from Glen Owen.
My first time back to rodeoing, the ground was complete mud. And as we were making our run, the announcer said it was nice having me back rodeoing.
I just want to say welcome back, Aeriel Shaw. It's good to see you. A long journey back. The Glen Owen cowgirl is getting it done.
Everyone's cheering me on and just being back to my normal self.
Aeriel Shaw.
And she hasn't quit. When there's a new announcer, welcome her back.
We call them rodeo family. If someone needs a horse because their horse got injured or needed to go to the vet for something, they'll lend you a horse.
It's competitive, but everybody wants everybody to succeed.
12.1
I got to fly up to North Dakota and meet Aeriel and her family there. We were both presenting at the North Dakota Trauma Conference. She saw me and sprinted over and gave me the biggest hug. It was a very, very sweet reunion.
This presentation will be a case study of severe pediatric traumatic brain injury.
Her neurosurgeon was there, her paramedic was there, so it was a 4-person panel discussing her case.
I responded to the intercept call with Glen Owen Ambulance.
This is you, Aeriel, and I know I've shown you this picture before. I think it's selfie-worthy, and maybe it should go on social media, but I'll let you decide all that.
We not only go for neuro recovery in Craig, but we also want to translate knowledge from our team to family as they're going to kind of take the baton going forward.
I was messing around with the blood pressure cuff, and I started roping it as I would rope.
Aeriel shot from Glen Owen.
There's days that Aeriel is not the same Aeriel. Her temper, sometimes she gets pretty short-fused. Just be patient and know that it'll pass.
Some days, I have horrible memory. The next days, I can remember what someone said the first thing in the morning. it may seem a really hard time getting used to it, you still have the chance of doing things that you still used to do. It just may be a little more slower.
My job is to help other people, but it's interesting to see like when your patients have such a profound impact on you as well. Her resilience is just so inspiring, especially when a young girl like Aeriel is living with so much joy after like all of the hardship I think she's been through.
You are at an eye of the storm, but later on, it'll be clear as day again. So you just don't give up fighting. It's just like a storm. The storm will pass.
And without anyone's help, I would have never been here the way I am now. I'm just thankful to be back here.
Hey Aeriel, welcome back.